can do, however.
What can you do, however? I'm interested.
If your friend comes in while I'm still here, I'll be happy to give him a message from you.
Oh, would you be good enough to do that? I certainly would appreciate it.
It's no trouble at all. I can write it on the back of this card. What would you like me to say to your friend if he comes in while I'm still here?
Just ask him to meet me downtown, if he has no other plans.
Meet downtown? Any particular place downtown?
Oh, Harvey knows where. He knows this town like a book.
Harvey, you know where? Harvey what?
Oh, just Harvey.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Doctor and I are going downtown, to Mount Drive. Dr. McClure is having a cocktail party.
Ooh, a cocktail party on Mount Drive. Well, that's an interesting little news item, isn't it, Mrs. Johnny?
We leave in a few minutes. We could give your friend a lift.
Oh, would you be good enough to do that?
No trouble at all. Dr. McClure is having a cocktail party for his sister.
Oh, I didn't know Dr. McClure had a sister.
Did you know Dr. McClure?
No, never heard.
Thank you for asking.
Well, some other time, perhaps. Well, it's been a great pleasure to meet you, dear lady, and I hope we shall meet again quite soon. 5:20. Good night, my dear. Oh, I forgot. You can't miss Harvey. He's tall. Very tall. Like that. Good night, my dear.
There is a similarity. That Simmons woman is uncooperative, Doctor. She refuses to admit to me that she has this big white rabbit. They insist that it's her brother's. Two of these at 8, another one at 9, a trip to the Hydro room at 10, and then another at 7 in the morning. Then we shall see if you won't cooperate tomorrow. Yes, Doctor. You know where to find me if you need me. Ready, Pet?
Yes, William. Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was a man here before. A man named, let me see, Elwood P. Dowd.
Oh, that's Mrs. Simmons' brother. I gave him full visiting privileges.
He can't see anyone at all tonight. Tell him that. Not anyone at all.
No, he wasn't here to see her. He was looking for someone. Some friend of his.
Oh? Well, who could that be, Dr. Sampson?
I don't know, Dr. Chumley.
He said it was someone that he came in this afternoon.
Was he with anyone when you saw him, Kelly?
Not when I saw him. He said there was. He said the last time he saw his friend was sitting in that chair with his hat and coat on that table.
Oh, Dr. Sanderson.
I told him that if we located his friend before we left, we could give him a lift downtown. Is that all right, Willie?
Of course, dear, of course.
Here it is. I wrote down the name on the back of the card. His friend's name was Harvey. Harvey. He didn't give me a second name. He did say something else. Puka. But I didn't really get what that was.
Harvey?
He said his friend was very tall, and he said his... Why?
Fetch me that hat!
Mrs. Chumley, where did he go? How long ago was he here?
Just a few minutes.
Henry? Yes, Henry, have you seen a little man in a beige coat and bow tie leave the grounds? You mean he's gone? Henry, I must...
Mr. Gaffney, yes. This is a Dr. William R. Chumley calling. Yes, you phoned out here this afternoon about having a client of yours admitted. How do you spell that name? Is it with a W or a U? A Mr. Elwood P. Dowd. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Dr. Sanderson! Your name is Dr. Sanderson, I believe. You specialize in the study of psychiatry. Perhaps they forgot to tell you that a rabbit has large, pointed ears, and then a hat for a rabbit would have to be perforated to make a room for those ears. Doctor, the function of psychiatrists is to tell the difference between those who are reasonable and those who merely act and talk reasonable. You realize what you've done? You don't answer. You have allowed a psychopathic case to walk off these grounds with an overgrown white rabbit. Subjected me, a psychiatrist, to the humiliation of all things having to call a lawyer to find out who came out here to admit it and who came out here to commit. Just a minute, please, Wilson. I want you. I have not done for 15 years. I will have to go go out after this patient, Elwood P. Dow, and I will have to bring him back. And when I do, your association with this institution ends as of that moment. Wilson, get the car! Steady, come with me, get that woman out of the car!
Pet. Tell the McClures that we can't come to their cocktail party. Never have I ever, all of my life.
Now I'll have to call Cook. Tell her that we'll be home for dinner. She'll be furious. Wilson! Wilson!
Yes, Mrs. Chumley.
What's a puka?
A puka? No idea, Mrs. Chumley.
Perhaps it's an encyclopedia. Here. There, look at this now. If Dr. Chumley were to come back and find me still here, why, he'd raise it. And we wouldn't want that, though, would we? We'd so want to go to that party. Just too bad.
P-O-O-K-A, puka. Old Celtic mythology. A large fairy spirit in animal form, always very large. Puka appeared to this one and that, from time to time, from here and there, at his own caprice. A wise but mischievous creature. Very fond of rum pots, crack pots, and how are you, Mr. Wilson?
How are you, Mr. Wilson?
That's right, the stairs at the end of the hall. Go right up, I'll be with you in a minute.
Well, where is she?
Oh, where's who? Who do you mean, Mr. Gaffney? Sit down, won't you?
I mean, your mother. Where's Beta Louise?
Why, Mr. Gaffney, you know where she is. She went over to the sanatorium with Uncle Elwood in.
I know that. But then why did she call me at the club with a lot of hysteria? Couldn't understand a word she was saying. Carrying on something fierce.
Mother, carrying on? Well, what about?
I don't know. She was hysterical.
That is strange. She went down to the sanatorium with Elwood. All she had to do was put him in. And can you find your way up there?
Yes, miss, thank you, miss.
They found it.
Found what?
Well,
What are you talking about?
when Mother went with Elwood out to the sanatorium, I went over to the real estate office to put the house on the market. And what do you think I found there?
Well, I don't know, Myrtle. I'm not a quiz kid.
Well, I found a man who was looking for a house just like this, to cut up into service flats. He's going through it now.
Now look here, Myrtle. This house does not belong to you. It belongs to Elwood.
But now that Uncle Elwood's locked up, Mother controls the property, doesn't she?
Where is your mother? Where is Beta Louise?
Why, Mr. Gaffney, you know where she is. She went down to Chumley's Rest to tell them about Harvey and to lock up Uncle Elwood.
Then why did she call me at the club when I was in the middle of the game and to bring me to be up here about something important?
I don't know.
Oh.
Have you got the deeds to this house?
I have it in my safe. Myrtle, I feel pretty bad about this whole business of locking Elwood up.
Oh, Mother and I will be able to take a long trip now.
Pretty bad. I always liked that boy. He could have been anything, done anything. He could have made a place for himself in this community.
And all he did was get himself a big white rabbit.
Yeah. He had it all. Brains, personality, friends, men liked him, women liked him, even I liked him.
What? Uncle Elwood was like other men. I mean, women actually liked him in that way.
Not literally running around that great rabbit of his. But there was a time once. You see that mailbox of your grandma's, Elwood? It used to be for a little blue scented envelope for your Uncle Elwood.
I can't believe it.
special about that boy.
Well, I don't doubt that.
He used to be so calm about sudden changes in his plans. I used to respect him. Shouldn't be more suspicious. I mean, take your average man seeing a giant rabbit in front of him. He'd do something about it. But not your Uncle Elwood. Look where that's got him.
You don't dream how far overboard he's gone with this big white rabbit.
Oh, yes, I did. He's had that rabbit many times in my office. I may be old, but I don't miss much. What is that noise?
The prospective fire on the 3rd floor. Mother! Oh,
Do it!
I know, my diary again! Hold her, won't you? She looks like she's gonna faint. Oh, let me sit down somewhere.
Now don't rush her, Myrtle. Take it easy. Get her some tea, Myrtle.
I'll get you some tea, Mother. Get her coat on.
Myrtle, get her coat
Let
on.
me sit here. Let her get her wet.
Let her get her breath, yes.
Let me sit here, and then let me get upstairs to my own room, where I can let go. What happened to you, Mother? Oh, I want you to sue them. They put me in and let Elwood go.
This?
Well, what do you mean? What did you do? What did you say? You must have done something. I didn't do one thing. I simply told them about Elwood and Harvey.
Well, I don't understand it. What happened?
I told them about Elwood and Harvey. Then I was going down the driveway to get his things. As I was walking along the path, this awful man stepped out. What did he do, Mother? What did he do? He took hold of me, and then he took me up there, and then he...
Go on, Peter, go on.
Oh, Mother! Was he a young man? Say not go on, Mother!
Go on.
He took me upstairs. And then he tore off my clothes. Did you hear that? Go on, Mother! He sat me down in a tub of water. For heaven's sake! I always said what you were showed on your face. Don't you believe it, Omar? Don't you believe it, that way? That man took hold of me as if I were a woman in the streets. I thought. I always said it right, and I always said that about him. Yes, that's what Mother always told me to do. And then he sat me down in that tub of water and began treating me as if I were a crazy woman. But he did that just for spite.
Well, I'll be damned.
The doctors came upstairs and started asking me questions all about sex. Like that. I've got to get that place cleaned up, Omar. You've got to get the authorities in on them.
This
Little May, I hope that you never go out there. Do you hear me?
This sticks to high heaven, Peter. It really does.
Got to see them. You've simply got to.
I will. My God, I will. If Chomley thinks he could run an unsavory place like this, he'll be publicly chastised. I'll run out of this town.
Tell me, Omar, is that what doctors do in places like that? Talk about sex?
No, I don't know.
Because if it is, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. It's all in their heads anyway. Why don't they go for long walks in the country?
Exactly.
Omar walked everywhere for years, didn't you?
Oh, now. Let me take some more notes on this. These two doctors, Dr. Chomley and...
Sons, but don't believe a word he tells you. He's a liar. Close-set eyes, always lies. Besides, I told him something in the strictest confidence and he blabbed it. Well, what did